Hey everyone, Shane here. I wanted to share some insights from a recent Zoom session that I hosted with some top coffee shop owners in the industry. And I felt like this was a really good opportunity to put this video out for everybody, as it's a pretty good wake-up call, okay? But before I dive in, I have one simple request. If you could hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can always stay in the loop when we have new videos drop here, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and just dive into this real quick. You need to stop making drinks and start making money. Now, I know that sounds counterintuitive, but let me illustrate this to you. I'm going to go back to that Zoom session for just a moment. And two of the owners that I was talking with had already surpassed the 7-figure mark in revenue, which is pretty good. And the third was poised to actually hit it this year. Now, what made this chat so enlightening was the very high level conversation that we had about many topics. And it's these types of conversations that sets a lot of shops apart from the rest. Now, let me paint a picture for you, okay? Imagine speaking with a seasoned coffee shop owner who has successfully turned their business around, grown it well into 6 figures in revenue, and they've been running that shop for a while, okay? Now, despite all of these things, they're frustrated by their low customer retention that they're experiencing right now. They just can't seem to keep their customers around. And I'm sure all of this sounds pretty familiar to some of you, okay? So during this conversation, I took the opportunity and I just dug in a little bit deeper, and I discovered that their attention to retention was next to zero. And their actions, which could help that retention, were completely zero. Like nothing was happening. And so what has happened in that situation is you find yourself where complacency and comfort have taken over, where hunger and ambition once dwelt, okay? Now, I didn't stop there. After that conversation, I began digging a bit deeper into some more research, and I found that there's a lot of shop owners and a lot of like Facebook coffee owner groups that are looking for guidance and providing guidance. And what I found is that I see these shop owners ask questions about topics that they're either A, being complacent in, or B, they're complaining that things are slow, to only get advice from other coffee shop owners who are literally asking those same questions only a couple of days before. Okay, let's pause and reflect on that for just a moment. How can your coffee shop thrive if it's never addressing core business actions, and on top of that, you're Rolodexing through advice from other shop owners who are in the exact same boat that you're in, and you're literally creating this vicious cycle where you have zero intent and the advice can be questionable, right? Success requires consistent effort, dedication, and above all that, some hunger and ambition. And many shop owners fall into the trap of complacency once they start making a little money. They get comfortable, they lose their edge, they forget the hunger that drove them to that little bit of success in the first place. Then avoidance sets in, right? It's avoidance of the tough conversations that begins to happen. And you can actually see this take place. Instead of questions that will help drive their business forward, shop owners start reverting back to asking about drink recipes, or let's talk about, what cups are you using? Who do you order them from? What sleeves are you using? What syrup brand is better than the other, right? All these things are very employee minded, right? They're very comfortable topics that we can talk about easily, right? But here's the truth. Success isn't just about tactics, and it isn't just about these things that are in the day-to-day. Your money isn't made by just making drinks and perhaps more drinks. It's about your mindset, and you, as the shop owner, have to own that. It's about having an insatiable hunger to grow your shop, to innovate, differentiate, and then surpass your own limitations. Now, I want you to think about something for just a moment, and I'm going to go a little extreme here, but please just follow along with me for just a minute. I promise we're going to get to a point, okay? Because I think this is very pertinent to this very conversation. Let's say you have a loved one or a family member who was in peril and their life depended on you being successful, like, would you settle for comfortable? No. Would you limit your efforts to just a few hours here and there, relying on other people's opinions who are doing no better than you are? I mean, the answer to this question is unequivocally no. You would not do that. You'd be doing everything in your power to attract customers, keep them engaged, and grow your business. Whatever that metric you needed to meet, you would meet it, right? So the question here has to be, where's the focus? Why are we not addressing things like revenue, cost of goods, operating expenses, net profit, profit margins, increasing average daily tickets, acquisition cost, inventory turnover, employee hiring, development, and retention? But instead, we ask the comfortable questions, and we get a ton of advice from people that are doing the exact same things that we're doing or perhaps not doing. And then we just sit there and recycle the same thing over and over and over again. And we end up, honestly, getting nowhere. So you have to focus on the business side of your shop, because that is the move that will make your business actually a business and then make it grow. This allows you to step into that role of being a CEO and not just a frontline employee. So stop waiting for things to just happen. All right? We have to stop putting ourselves in a place of just reacting to everything. You have to step up, guide the ship, be the leader. I mean, honestly, did you create a business that you have a passion for and want to share with the world? Or did you buy yourself a very expensive job that keeps you away from other areas of your life, away from your family, away from, improving your health, and all the other things that you love to and enjoy doing? So you have to honestly ask yourself why. Think of it this way. If someone you knew came to you and shared with you the exact same scenario that you are finding yourself in, you would probably tell them that they're crazy and be ready to dish out advice on how they need to change it. Okay? So it's not like you don't know what to do. You're just not doing it. So do it. Honestly, how many times have you ever been in a situation where you had to make money to cover an expense? Maybe it was payroll and you just had to dig in and you ended up making that happen in just a couple of days, right? We've all been there. Why are you waiting for those moments to happen for you to get serious? Where's the hunger that drives you daily? So, my question for you as you're watching this is simply this. Why aren't you doing it now? Ask yourself what's holding you back. Is it fear of failure? Is it just a lack of drive? Whatever it is, you need to confront these things and you need to do that head on. And then you need to reclaim that hunger that once fueled your own ambition to drive the passion behind what you are doing at your shop. Okay? Successful coffee shop owners are driven by something deep inside them, like a burning desire to succeed, a relentless pursuit of excellence, and an unwavering commitment to their craft and their communities. It's not about making drinks. It's about your mindset. It's about embracing that hunger once again, that drive, channeling it into everything that you do. So it's stepping out of that employee mindset and that behind the counter mindset to actually stepping into the role of a CEO, a leader, and creating and innovating and all those opportunities that are going to come with doing that. It's actually fulfilling what your business set out to become and beyond that. With all of that said, I hope this video brings some value to you and to your shop. So let's jump out there. Let's reignite that fire within you and make your coffee shop the best that it can be. Until the next video, Shane's out.